Hello everyone, and I have a very interactive chess game to show you. Actually, this is going to be some sort of puzzle video because in this chess game I'm going to ask you some key questions at the key moment of this chess game and please try to find the key moves, the winning moves in this chess game because those moves are the top engine moves, very interactive, and at the same time they are the absolute best moves. Of course, that's when it is the top engine move, they are always going to be the best moves. So basically in this chess game, one chess player is winning by force in a spectacular fashion. So, okay, don't just watch, but try to guess the winning moves when I ask you those questions, because I think it is going to be beneficial, and at the same time it is going to be a nice chess exercise and it will be fun. So basically this chess game was played in 1974. We have Janos Tompa, the Hungarian chess international master, with the white pieces, and his opponent was a pretty important chess player, Jan Plachetka, sorry for the pronunciation, with the black pieces. He is a chess grandmaster from Slovakia, and he is still competing at the age of almost 80 years old in today. A very strong chess player who competed in many important chess tournaments, and he finished some of those chess tournaments at the first place. A seriously important chess player, and he has some beautiful pictures when he was playing a game of chess against the legend Mikhail Tal. That's what I saw when I was looking for his pictures. Anyway, some important, only for the record, some important informations about Mr. Plachetka, if I can only pronounce his name. Okay, so let's begin and try to guess the moves. So white starts the game with e4, and we have the modern defense, basically. So developing the pieces, the two knights variation of the modern defense. So knight to c6, bishop to e3, e5, d takes. So we have exchanging the pieces, and black is giving up the bishop a little too quickly. Bishop back, and white has the bishop here, so both players castled, and then f4, knight goes back, and bishop to d4, so white wants to exchange the bishops, exchanging the bishops, and then queen to d2, so white can actually push the pawn, and white is going to have potentially a very good position. So bishop to f3, knight to b6, b3, so developing the queen, and then rook over a5, fixing the a pawn, knight to b4, knight to b5, basically targeting on c7 and lifting the rook up and kicking the knight back, and then g3, knight to a7, knight to d4, not exchanging the knights, keeping the knight for a good reason, c4, and it is white to move. What would you do in this position if you had the white pieces? Try to find the winning move. Actually, in this position, even though this looks like an innocent move, actually white has a winning position. Yes, you heard me right. The grandmaster, the important grandmaster from Slovakia, is going down. Actually, because white is basically winning by force. And can you see the winning moves for white? If I give you a few seconds. First of all, what would you do? This is the first question. Can you guess the very important move that white has up in his sleeve? Look carefully. It's actually e4, e5, sorry. And the queen is trapped if black doesn't take the pawn. So going back with the knight, that's why it was important. So black has to take, but now black has a problem. So black has to take, obviously. Where is the queen going? So black takes, and then rook from d to e1, and we have queen to c7. What happens if queen to f6? Then simply bishop to e4 is winning for white. So black has to defend the queen, but this is losing to knight to f5. check, and that's a discovery attack to the queen. And in this position, we have queen to c7. So queen to f. Actually, if queen to e5. Sorry. So if queen to e5, then bishop takes on g6 is also winning. And in this position, you can see that if queen to d6, then this is also winning. So that's check, and that's a discovery attack to the queen. So okay, this was a pretty strong move. So queen to c7, and it is white to move. Can you guess the best move for white again? Did you see the move? Okay, I hope you see knight to f5. That's check. And that's forking the king and the rook, and black has to take, but then what is the next move? Why did white sacrifice the knight? Because of queen to g5, that's check, and black has to play king to f8 to defend the rook. But now, what is white doing now? What would you do again? Every move is forcing, every move is important. This is what I told you in the beginning of the video. It is white to move. Look carefully. It's not rook takes rook or something like that. Otherwise, white is losing. White is a piece down. So basically, before sacrificing the knight, white needed to calculate decently deep. He had to see into the future. Okay, so I hope you see queen to f6 and threatening checkmate. So black has to take, if king to g8, then we have rook takes on e7, both attacking the queen and threatening checkmate in two moves. And if king to e8, then we have check, and this is losing by force. Checkmate, actually. So queen to f6, rook takes, but after rook takes on e1, threatening checkmate once again. So after this move, basically, the very strong, very important, famous Slovak chess grandmaster goes down. He resigned. Yeah, unbelievable. This was like slaying a giant. So let me show you the possible continuation, threatening checkmate and how to defend. Actually, if king to g8, then rook to e7. King to g8 is the only defense, basically. So both attacking the queen and threatening checkmate. And if black moves the queen, this is not even defending the queen. Then check and then checkmate. So let's make a quick recap. So e5 is the move for white. Did you see e5? And this move is a winning move. Because then takes. And I think if rook takes, there is going to be a discovery attack. So queen takes. And then obviously you can see that queen to d6 is not working because of knight to f5. That's check and winning the queen. So queen to d6 doesn't work. Queen to f6 also doesn't work because of bishop to e4. So queen to c7, and this move is also forced. Knight to f5. I hope you have seen this move as well. So capturing the knight and then check, king back. And did you see this move as well? Queen to f6. And that's all she wrote. Rook to e7, and black has to give up the queen, I guess. But this is getting checkmated. So, okay. I hope you find this video instructive. And I hope that you have seen some of the key moves in this chess game. And I wish you best luck in your chess games as well. When you see a good move, look for a better one. Try to find the forcing moves at the key moment of your chess games as well, because sometimes you can miss those key moves. You can miss the force moves actually if you don't think deep enough and if you are not careful. So thank you so much again. Do take care, stay safe, and bye bye.